again. Good morning on a Friday. And welcome to Splash 105.5 FM. It's good to be back here today, 14th of April 2023. It's the weekend, everybody. Are you excited about it? Or it's just another, 2 days that just goes? Anyway, I seem to be. I do not know what the reason is yet, but I'm hoping that it will be revealed to me in time, hopefully before the weekend is fast spent. My name is Charity Jerome. Welcome to the abridged version of Straight from the Dailies today. Usually that's what it is on Fridays. And we do a quick run through the newspapers, only to come back at 8 o'clock for a more robust conversation, checking out the news headlines all week long. And by then, I would not be alone. Sheon Akinola will be joining me at that time. I hope you're doing good, though. I hope you started your Friday well, and together we can make it even better. We're also live on Facebook, by the way. You can check us out, leave a comment. That's very important. Engage with the post and share. But the most important part of this is hearing what you have to say on that platform, considering that the time is very short and no phone calls will be taken at this time. What are the newspapers reporting today? What is making major headline? Well, let's find out together, shall we? The Sun newspaper is up first. And if you were here yesterday, you would recall that I told you a story of how it was reported that Peter Obi was harassed at Heathrow Airport a couple of days ago. Well, there seemed to be a little of an update. Well, if you would call it that. And it's up on the Sun newspaper this morning. No apology received on Heathrow Airport incident. That is attributed to the man in the center of this, Obi. Presidential candidate of the Peter Obi yesterday said he has not received any apology from the British government regarding his wrongful detention at Heathrow Airport, London, last week. That's mostly it. You want more? The Sun newspaper would have to be your go-to. Autumn asks federal government to suspend national census. Let's take a look at this very briefly. The Governor of Benue State has been very vocal on a lot of things, and it seems now the impending census is one of the things that's gotten his attention as well. Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom has asked the federal government to suspend the conduct of the National Population Housing Census until all internally displaced persons, IDPs, are returned to their ancestral homes. He made the call yesterday when he received the delegation from the Middle Belt Forum. He said close to 2 million indigenes of Benue State were in IDP camps and expressed fears that they may not be counted to add to the state census data unless they are returned to their localities. I wonder if you agree with Autumn. I mean, Benue is not the only state that has large numbers of IDPs, for instance. We know that all three states from the northeast, Adamawa, Yobe, and Borno states, have huge numbers of IDPs, as well as other parts of the country as well, like Plateau State, like Kaduna State, where you've seen violent attacks on villages that have, just rendered people homeless. Shouldn't such people be considered? One of the points that the census officials usually put out is that usually people are supposed to be counted in their homes. So what would you say for IDPs who have been displaced from their homes? How would you account for them? Autumn is bringing up that argument. It's up on the Sun newspaper. I'm very sure you can find it on other newspapers as well today. So moving on, Tinubu Atiku continue bitter war. I will leave it at that. If you're interested, you can go ahead and check it out for yourself. And here's this rather heartbreaking story, as if you followed, then you probably will be familiar with it. Controversy trails death of 500-level OAU student accused of phone theft. A few days ago, it was reported that he was beaten to death by, a mob. And now it would seem that the story is not as clear-cut as it seemed initially. And even if he did steal the phone, why kill him or her? I mean, I don't know whether it's a him or her, but really, pretty sad. This story is bound to get your interest. I can guarantee you that, especially if you have a bank account in Nigeria, or more specifically, if you have a dormant bank account. It's on the Sun newspaper, and this is what it says. CBN to mop up customer funds in dormant accounts. I guess the question will be, what does he mean to mop up? Does that mean that they will take the monies and not return them? The Central Bank of Nigeria is set to mop up funds in dormant accounts of customers in various banks in the country. This is coming after the Apex Bank issued new guidelines to commercial banks on the operation of dormant accounts, which has received no deposit or withdrawal for upwards of 1 year. Let me simplify. According to this, CBN has given new guidelines to commercial banks. So for dormant accounts, and by that I mean any accounts that have not gotten any type of money sent into them or monies taken out of them, the monies that are in those accounts will be, well, mopped up. I don't know what that means. Mopped up to do what with? Mopped up, does that mean you're losing the money forever? Is the CBN going to return the money? I mean, it's not clear, but mopped up, yes. So if you have 100,000 naira in an account, for some reason you've not been able to access the account, maybe add money to the account or take off from that account, and that has gone on for a year or upwards of a year, well, okay. The Sun newspaper, if you want to take more off of that story, because there is more. However, I cannot do all of it because of our time. Let's get to the Daily Trust newspaper now and see what headlines we can glean. 98 Chibok schoolgirls still in captivity 9 years after. Of course. Goes without saying that is sad. Supplementary polls, 36,935 voters to decide Fintiri Binani's fate in Adamawa State. Federal government spent 13 trillion on subsidies in 16 years. Thieves stole 16 trillion oil. That's according to Nati. Rep Jibrin punctures FHA's claim, releases documents showing that he resigned. Police dismiss escorts of Kano singer Rarara over shooting. That's also on the Daily Trust. Well, let's quickly take a little, maybe just a few off of the Punch newspaper, and then we have to put a pause on it for now. Supplementary elections, APC PDP battle for 2 governorship, 94 legislative seats. Residents stranded as flood washes away bridge. Building collapse. Lagos government stops construction projects on Banana Island. So you remember the collapsed building that was announced all of yesterday? I think it happened Wednesday evening, right? So now, because of that incident, Lagos State government has stopped construction on all other buildings happening within Banana Island because of that one collapse. Sense or no sense? That's up to you. Oshun couple attack policemen, IBEDC workers with dog. That's on the Punch newspaper. House leadership reps elect from 283 member alliance. And then you have the CBN story still on the Punch as well. CBN to mop up dormant account balances on claimed funds. That's on the Punch. Fuel subsidy, oil theft gulped 29 trillion, says federal government. And you have group knocks Obi Oyedepo over leaked audio. That's also on the Punch newspaper. It would seem that this is where we have to stop it for now, ladies and gentlemen. Shane will be joining me at 8 o'clock so that we can recap on all the stories this week. I hope that you join us then. For now, though, we take a commercial break, and then the sports crew will be here at 7:30 for Sports Bank. Thanks for listening, and see you again. I'm Charity Jerome.
Ìfẹ́ mi, ẹni lọ́jọ́ ìfúnni lábẹ́rẹ́ wa. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. pẹ̀lú abẹ́rẹ́ aládàágún fún ìdáàbòbò ara ẹni yìí. A lè ṣeré ìfẹ́ fóṣù mẹ́ta láìsí fòyòyún àìròtẹ́lẹ̀.
Bí báwo?
Màá fa ẹran itan mi. Màá sì gabẹ́rẹ́ yìí sórí itan tí mo fà. Káde máa gbádùn ara wa lọ fóṣù mẹ́ta nìyẹn.
Abẹ́rẹ́ kẹ̀, ṣé yẹn wà nídùn ẹ̀?
Kò séwu ìfẹ́ mi. Abẹ́rẹ́ tíntínní ni bí eléyìí.
Àkíkà, ó ti gún kódà ó mira rárá.
Ṣé bí mo sọ fún ẹ?
Bó o bá fẹ́ lábẹ́rẹ́ aládàágún fúngbà àkọ́kọ́, lọ́dọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ ìlera fúngbà ní níyànjú. Fàlàyé nípa àwọn ọ̀nà mìíràn láti bọ́ lọ́wọ́ oyún àìròtẹ́lẹ̀. Tẹ ẹ̀rìn èjì ọ̀kan lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ lórí Airtel. Kó o dẹ̀ tẹ ọgbọ̀n tàbí kó o lọ sórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára discoveryourpower.org. Ìpolówó yìí wá látọwọ́ àwọn ẹgbẹ́ tó ń bójútó ìlera ẹbí, Society for Family Health. Pẹ̀lú iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba àpapọ̀ tó ń bójútó ètò ìlera.
Special to us, golden more. So special to us. I can't afford a day without this goodness in a bowl, giving energy to make it stay golden. Golden more. So special to us.
My people, no let new naira and cashless matter worry you. Hope Bank dey your phone, 500 naira woof day. So if you want send mama money, abi to buy Amaka recharge card, to give customer money, abi customer wan give you money. Hope dey your phone, 500 naira woof day. My people, your phone number na ATM card and account number oh.
Yes, so enjoy better life with Hope Wallet. Dial *569*9# on your phone. Select Open Wallet. Put your details and fiam, your wallet does set. Hope PS Bank go sama you 500 naira a woof. Terms and conditions dey oh. Hope, succeed. Hope Bank always.
Every day for this beautiful month of Ramadan, we dey rise from our domot to answer the call of Allah's blessings way back.